What is going on? We are back with another episode of Magic Nation Season 2. This is episode 24, and we are gearing up to the last and final 3 episodes of this long-awaited season finale. Once we get to episode 26, that will indeed be the season finale, my friends. And let's get this pack going. So again, this is pack 1 of 3. Let's go. And right off the bat, we've got Goblin Assailant, 1 in the red for a 2/2 Goblin Warrior. Not too bad, I guess. We've got Makeshift Battalion, 2 in a white for a 3/2 Human Soldier. And it says whenever it and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 counter on Makeshift Battalion. Not too bad. Some pretty good early stuff. Next up, for our next common, we've got a Crawl Stringer, 2 in a green for a 2/2 Insect Assassin with Death Touch. It's not bad, actually. It's pretty good. I've never heard of this card before. So those that are aware, this is probably the only one set that has apparently been guaranteed to offer a Planeswalker in almost every pack, I think. I'm not too certain. But our next common is a Vampire Opportunist, and that's pay 1 in the black for a 2/1 Vampire. And it has 6 in the black. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. So that's not too bad for a good game of Commander. And maybe Modern, if it's multiplayer. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Next common. Ooh, Pollenbright Druid. 1 in the green for a 1/1 Elf Druid, and when it enters a battlefield, you get to choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, or proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. Interesting. Pretty good tactics, if you don't mind me saying myself. Next up, we've got Guild Globe. Oh, this is interesting. Never seen it before. Pay 2 for an artifact, and when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Pay 2, tap, sacrifice it, add 2 mana of different colors. That is interesting. Now that's a good card right there. Next up, we've got Chandra's Pyro Helix. Pay 1 in the red for an instant, and it deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Next common, we've got Davriel's Shadow Fugu. 3 in a black for a sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially in Modern. Pauper, yes, as well. Wanderer's Strike. 4 in a white for a sorcery. Exile target creature, then you proliferate. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. That's pretty good. Next up, we've got our next common is Relentless Advance. 3 in a blue for sorcery. You amass 3. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on an army you control. If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. Next up, we've got God Pharaoh's Statue. Pay 6 for a legendary artifact, and that is our first uncommon. Spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life. That's actually not too bad, especially if you're trying to play it for the long game. I like that. Next up, we've got Gideon's Triumph. 1 in the white for an instant. Target opponent sacrifices a creature that attacked or blocked this turn. If you control a Gideon Planeswalker, that player sacrifices 2 of those creatures instead. That can be pretty nasty. Pretty nasty indeed. And our next uncommon is Yang Yu, Wildcrafter. Also seen in the the Planeswalker Dual Decks International version. Tuna green for a legendary Planeswalker with 3 loyalty. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Then you -1 loyalty, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Pretty simple, but I'm not too sure what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below. And our rare is, ooh, Feather the Redeemed. Oh, I haven't seen that card in forever. My God. Didn't think I'd be able to pull that one out of thin air. Jeez Louise. Pay red, white, white for a legendary 3/4 angel, or pay, yeah, for a 3/4 legendary angel. It has flying, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of your next end step. I like that. That's a fun card right there. And there's still plenty of validity to it. Thank you. And we got our basic land, and our next card is a servo token, a plain 1/1 servo token. And that is, my friends, that concludes pack 1 of 3. And as always, guys, were there any cards that stood out to you? Were there any fun cards that were interesting in this poll, or from War of the Spark in general? Smash that beautiful subscribe button. Subscribe button. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to check out some of the awesome content coming out in the near future and what it may involve. And as always, guys, don't forget, Jesus is real. Yes, Jesus is real, my friends. And as always, play something magical today. Peace.